Okay, hi everyone. Today we will see five more current affairs according to our day 4 plan. Okay, we will see the topics now. So, the topics covered today are Kalinga Cricket Frog, Climate Adaptation Summit 2021 CAS Online, Satyabama Portal, Global Nitrous Oxide Budget, and the last Kawasaki disease. Okay, the first one is about Kalinga Cricket Frog. So, just see about its scientific name. Fejervaria kalinga. So it is a recently identified species. Only it is documented in 2018. It was thought to be endemic only to the eastern Ghats, especially we can say Odisha and Andhra Pradesh. But recently it has been reported from western Ghats also, that to central western Ghats part. The uniqueness of the species is that first time kind of discovery, that is we can say morphological phenotypic plasticity is shown by this Kalinga cricket frog. What is the meaning of MPP means? According to the natural environmental variations or stimuli or any kind of input in environment, certain variations happens naturally means it will show drastic difference in its physical features. Also, we can say that Kalinga cricket frog is a very good indicator of the healthy ecosystem, especially agricultural lands, swamp lands, and wetlands. Climate Adaptation Summit 2021 CAS online. This was conducted online by the Netherlands government on 25th Jan 2021. So it is about building advances of the UN Climate Action Summit, that is UNFCCC COP26 only. Its potential outcomes will be discussed. So this summit is to realize the transition of our world from what we can say, now we are facing climate change, so we have to adapt to the climate resilient world, and all over the world countries are recovering from pandemic too. So they have launched adaptation action agenda also. So main focus, that is the important focus of the CAS online, that is Climate Adaptation Summit online, which was hosted by Netherlands government, is on investments. New investments should start, which should what we can say, help the smallholder farmers. They have to adapt to the stresses of the climate and ensuring food security and production. Also, they have discussed about the funding for agricultural research according to the climate resilient adaptation, and expanding access to the farmer advisory services, that too we can say smallholder farmers. Okay, and also access to the risk management and financial services should be provided to the farmers, especially smallholder farmers. India also participated in this climate adaptation summit online. Our government, that is on behalf of our government, PM Narendra Modi has told that India will ensure 450 gigawatt of renewable energy by 2030. So the achievements of India regarding the climatic adaptation has been discussed. Also, the degradation of land will be reduced. In India. Okay, that to 26 million hectares of land will be converted into a suitable land. The next topic is on Satyabama portal. It is an online portal, that is the expansion is Science and Technology Yojana for Atmanirbhar Bharat in mining advancement. So it was launched by Ministry of Mines. So this aim is to promote research and development in mining and mineral sectors, also to ensure transparency. Okay, so it will increase the efficiency and effectiveness of the science and technology program scheme. So it is designed and developed by our National Informatics Center, and it will also allow the online submission of the project proposals, and as well as it will monitor the project proposals as well as the utilization of the funds in a correct manner. And it is integrated with the NGO Darban portal of Niti Aayog. Before, the NGO Darban portal was under the Planning Commission only from 2014, and the NGO Darban portal is governed by government only, because it will promote the interaction between NGOs, voluntary organizations, and the key ministries and departments. Okay, this kind of initiative will promote transparency. Okay, that's all. So the next is about global nitrous oxide budget, N2O. So this was the research was conducted by International Nitrogen Initiative and Global Carbon Project of Future Earth, which is a partner of World Climate Program. Okay, and here we can say that from the past, which was the quickest in the past 5 decades, that is N2O emission due to anthropogenic activities have increased by 30% between 1980 and 2016, and we can say especially agricultural production only have contributed to 70% of global anthropogenic nitrous oxide emissions. So the highest growth rate in emissions has been observed in Brazil, China and India, which were considered as developing economies. And in the past 2 decades, Europe has reduced its emission content. Also, nitrous oxide is a greenhouse gas as well as a ozone depleting substance. Comes under both, we can say, Kyoto Protocol and Montreal Protocol. So next to carbon and methane in the concentration. Okay, so highest concentration is carbon dioxide and methane. Third place is given to that is nitrous oxide, but 300 times more potent than carbon dioxide. Also, this nitrous oxide can live up to 125 years in the atmosphere itself. So, in 2019 in Sri Lanka, in Colombo, UN Global Campaign on Sustainable Nitrogen Management has been observed. If the procedures which have been given in that is followed, it can slow down the emission of N2O. So, the next one is on Kawasaki disease, KD, popularly known as. So, this disease is an acute multisystem inflammatory disease of the especially blood vessels. Okay, it will usually occurs in infants and children below 5 years, especially young children we can commonly tell. So, in the point of view, in terms of age, especially below 5 years. Recently, COVID-19 infected children have shown the symptoms of this disease too. So, like high fever for at least 5 days consequently. Also, the inflammation of the arteries which is supplying blood to the heart muscle will also get inflamed, okay, enlarged. So that is called coronary arteritis, and heart muscles will also get inflamed, and that is called termed as myocarditis. Okay, so it is named after the Japanese pediatrician Tomisaku Kawasaki. Okay, in 1967 he observed this disease in almost 50 infants. Okay, and till now the causes of this disease are not known. Steroids are only used for treatment of the inflammation. To reduce inflammation, steroids have been used. That's all. Okay, that's all for today's class. We will meet up again tomorrow with another 5 more current affairs. So thank you for watching. Till then, subscribe to Dream Work Achieve channel. Also share this video to all the aspirants. Till then, be bold, be strong, keep smiling, be happy.